I'm a student of the Defense Force PTI course, PTI being physical training instructor. 2 weeks to graduation, so all my time and attention, is more or less devoted to that, as well as I have some other courses going on. So I'm really very, it's a very hectic schedule right now, actually. No, actually I'm not part of the Defense Force. I'm part of the Defense Force physical training instructor course. It's a course that is it's actually very, very compact and comprehensive. Introduction to a lot of different sports, as well as more classroom stuff like anatomy and physiology, concepts of fitness, and so on. So civilians are allowed to take part in it, but it's it's very, very interesting. I don't regret being part of it. The time it's very demanding, but yeah, I'm good. I would remain a civilian. Well, now I'm more on the other side of the ring, being that I'm more into coaching right now. I'm not competing as a boxer anymore. I more or less had to choose between coaching and being an athlete because of the International Amateur Boxing Association's policies and sanctions. And I mean, I have more or less achieved all that I wanted to as an athlete. So the choice wasn't really very hard. So right now my focus is on coaching, and that is some of the courses that I was speaking of earlier, where I'm continuing to educate myself on that topic. It would be nice to have more female athletes out there, boxers that is, and maybe I'm a female, so no, I am a female, maybe I'm biased towards the females. But that being said, I think we have so much potential. It's just to really harness that potential into, obviously we're looking at the Olympics 2016 and 2020. So again, a lot of focus is on that. For 2016, we have some athletes, some female boxers who could make the cut, but I'm actually looking very much towards the 2020 Olympics, because just recently, a couple months ago, I had a batch of new boxers come in, females that is, and they've shown really, really good progress from then to now, and I'm seeing where we could really have an Olympic medalist from female boxing in 2020. As far as the men go, the national coaches are doing a good job, and we should have, there's one particular guy, he medaled at the Commonwealth Games just a few days gone, and we should have him at the 2016 Olympics. The one that comes to mind first is that you get what you work for, not what you wish for. And I think that really encompasses that you really have to work for what you want. If you're doing something that you enjoy, then it doesn't seem like work per se, but it's seeing that you're achieving your goals. So for me, that one really encompasses everything. Ria Ramnarine is unique. I know that I've broken quite a few glass ceilings. I was the first female world champion. I've really done my part in leaving my legacy and setting the trend somewhat. And that, I don't really like to say setting the trend, because I would actually like girls coming up to surpass what I have achieved, and to make it so much more bigger and win so much more titles than I did. But I know, I'm not being boastful or anything, but I know that I've really, really done what even I didn't expect. It was a lot of hard work, it was a lot of sacrifice, but in the end, it all paid off. The best time, but one of my most favorite time that I really recollect with, a lot of smiles, is actually when in my first fight. And it was kickboxing, actually. I remember the first time I fought, it was ruled as a draw, and I was so upset. I think I almost threw a tantrum in the ring. That was bad. But in my second out into the ring, I won. I stopped the girl in the second round, and that is a feeling that, I've won so many titles and so many fights after, but that particular moment, I think I remember every single aspect of it. So for me, I think that would have been one of the best moments, along with the other times that I've won my world titles and so on. The words, yeah, we have a couple moments vying for that spot as well. I think there were two instances in my career that really stood out. That I have to say were really dismal. That was the Ana Fernandez fight, which I'm quite comfortable talking about now. And when I was accused of taking performance enhancing drugs, and it really broke my heart, because for those who know me and for those who followed my career, and for those who were there from the beginning, they know that what I always do, I always work hard. I don't depend on anything else. I don't depend on any favors. I don't depend on any supplements. I just put it all out there. I give it my heart, soul, and body. And to be accused of something like that, and then to have it publicized in the way that it was publicized, it really, it was heartbreaking. Even though after everything was cleared up, my doctor, my team of doctors, that is, they saw exactly what went wrong, where it went wrong, and what had happened. There is still that stigma at times. So that is, one of the worst moments. And then the whole Ana Fernandez fiasco, where I was blamed for the decision. And the thing is, I was just a fighter there. And that dogged me for a while. And, it was a very bitter taste. And it took some time, but I'm over it now. I know that people will always be entitled to their own opinions. And it's actually this morning I was reading a column by Brian Lewis, and he said, the thing is with elite athletes and high-end sports, you're the king or the queen of the hill one day, and then the next day you're very close confidante of pain and agony. So I think that sums it up. I am sometimes accused of missing the fun and things, because everybody, a lot of people, they do things just for fun, and then for me it becomes competitive, and I think that's a good thing. I don't know, but I could have fun when I want to, and when I see the need to.
But not when you're competing.
I mean, I do have fun when I'm competing too, because that's the whole beauty about it. You have fun, and you be competitive, and you win, and that's fun. I'm accused at times of being a professional perfectionist, and that may be true, but hey, it works for me. Actually right now I'm termed the class nerd on the course, and at first it was a little bit irritating, and then I'm like, wait, why am I irritated? I work hard. Sometimes I sleep for 2 hours at night. I go to bed at 12, and then I get up at 2 and I study, and I go back to bed at like 4:30 to get up back at 5, and I'm like, wait a minute, okay, I am working for this. I'm working for this title of nerd, okay? It wasn't intentional, but it just happened that way. So yeah, I work hard for what I want, yes. Okay, I went to a couple of different schools actually, well, always central based, but we moved from one area to the next a couple times. My childhood was it was a little bit demanding, in that now, before I would say I didn't have the normal childhood, but as I grow older, I realize that nothing is normal, and what really is normal, I spent a lot of time with my family. We worked, we did gardening, we did farming, we did selling fruits and vegetables, vending, however you want to put it. We work together as a family. So whereas I guess a lot of kids, when they go home from school, it would probably be play, watch TV, do some homework, go to bed. For me, it was get into the garden or go into the market, or whatever it was that the family was doing at the time. At times I felt that I was deprived of childhood. But again, as I grew older, and I asked myself, really, what is a childhood? And it's like, okay, it's growing up, and that was part of growing up. So now I'm happy with how I grew up, because it gave me that resilience that I have today. It gave me that ability and that determination to work hard, to strive and succeed, and I really am happy with the childhood that I've had. I've got 2 sisters and a brother, and grew up with my mom and dad. I'm the baby, of course. When I got into boxing, of course, I met with a few brick walls, but eventually they became very supportive. My mom, she really is my hero. She's there by me all the time, no matter what. She stands by me. She puts aside her own wants and needs and everything else. So my mom, really, she's awesome.
And
Dad is as well. he's not speaking to me right now, but you know, I am still grateful for the support that I had from him, and again, without him and without his teachings, I would not be the person that I am today. So I'm grateful for that. But you know, as I said before, once I set my mind to something, and there was one thing, I don't know if my coach remembers, but just the other day I was remembering, remember my very first class. Well, I started with karate, with weight training actually, and then went to karate and then kickboxing. You know, I kind of eased my way into things. I remember one of my if not my very first class, I threw a kick at this guy, and actually I hit my foot instead. And you know, when I dropped my leg, I dropped my hands, and he hit me at the same time. So you know, I got a busted lip. And then my coach made this comment. He was like, "Those are may retire before you even start, you know." And I am like, all right, we'll see about that. You know? And I, you know, it was very trivial back then, but it was actually something that spurred me on for a while until I got motivated by other things. But you know, my first intention really and dream was to just compete. I just wanted to know what it was like to compete in the ring. And then I realized, hey, I can actually do something with this. So the more I got into my career, and people like, yeah, that was the exact thing. This little Indian girl boxing, what she feels she could do it, because it wasn't the norm, you know. And then I'm like, okay, well, I didn't try to prove anything to anybody. I just tried to prove to myself that, hey, this is a challenge, and it's one that I can overcome. So here I am today. I'm really trying not to be taken up with every challenge that is presented my way, because I have so many right now. But yeah, I'm challenged to do something, I will get it done. And as I said, I'm working on my whole psychological thing and not being taken up all that challenges, you know. So I realized that, you know, you would always have the naysayers, you would always have negativity, but you would always have positivity as well. And if it is, you know, to be, it really is up to me. I could only be the best that I can be. I can only live up to my expectations. And I think for me personally, that was my biggest breakthrough, because after that happened, I think I just continued sailing on and achieving, you know, all that I want to. Again, I don't have any regrets. Things that are regrettable were things that I personally had no control over. I've done basically what I've set out to do. I'm working towards achieving the rest of my goals, and I know that I've enjoyed a lot more than a lot of other people have enjoyed. I also know that I had to make a lot of sacrifices. I also know that there are others who might say that they have it better than I do, but I think in summing it up, yes, I can say my life was good, because in saying that it's not good, then, you know, I don't think that would be right. Of course, you know, there's always something that we could complain about, right? But I think all the situations in my life, all the incidents, all the accidents, everything that has happened really contributed to who I am today. And I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm happy with who I am today. So I guess, yeah, good life. Tough, but good. While I may not have seen some of the rewards that I, you know, probably would have expected as an athlete, you know, as a world champion, I can say now that I'm seeing the rewards of, you know, the platform that was set. I'm due to begin a course in Colorado and Maryland through the U.S. Olympic Committee, which the Trinidad Olympic Committee was very instrumental in getting me on board. And it's a 6-week course. It's all about coaching and training. I'm excited about that. I'm supposed to be doing my WIBA next level certification at the end of August, and then I'm due to hopefully start a new job within the next couple of weeks. So, you know, everything is coming together. Again, as I said, it's still a lot of sacrificing and hard work. I mean, I'm just about to graduate from my PTI course. You know, I would say it was very successful. So yeah, all the experiences, everything has led to these moments, and as I said, you know, I'm happy with the way things are going. Well, actually, okay, one moment that I really didn't expect. When I fought for the WBA World title, I knew I won the fight. I knew I had it in the bag. I knew I did everything to take that victory. And then they ruled it as a draw. And I was like, oh my God, I did not expect that. Yeah, so that was like one of the most unexpected moments. Yeah, I got all emotional about it, but yeah. Yes, I do have my significant other. We've been together for a couple of years. You know, I don't flash my relationship. He's a guy for me. Hey, you know, he knows who he is, and you know, I'm in a very good relationship. He's a good man, and I'm very blessed to have him in my life. I can't help but mention about babies because that's a topic that seemed to be haunting me for the past couple of days. Even my doctor yesterday was like, so when are you gonna have kids? And the makeup artist today was like, so when are you gonna have kids? And I'm like, geez, give me a break. It will come. But as far as love and relationship go, I'm good, I'm happy.
You have any advice?
Listen, as I said, you know, you get what you work for, not what you wish for. You want something, you gotta work for it. And sometimes you gotta work hard for it. And if you do what I sort of say, and yeah, I always take note of these things, right? That if you do what you love, then you wouldn't work a day in your life. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw it somewhere just recently. And, you know, try to choose things that you like. Try to choose things that you have a passion for, and not something that, you know, mom or dad or boyfriend or wife or husband push you into. Whoever you are, whatever you want to do, you do it. You know, it's all up to you, and make sure that you are the one who is the happiest doing it. So with that being said, everything will come together, and just, you know, always move forward. Never look back.